I've sailed many seas, but only once did I hold a compass that refused to point north. It began the morning we were cleaning the captain's cabin, a job no sane pirate volunteers for. Under a loose plank, we found a small wooden box wrapped in cloth. Inside it was a compass unlike any I'd ever seen. The needle didn't point north, south, or anywhere predictable. It spun slowly, hesitated, then locked toward the horizon with a strange determination. The crew begged me to toss it overboard, but curiosity is stronger than fear. So we followed it. The compass led us away from trade routes, away from familiar waters, until even the wind felt unfamiliar. Some days the sea was too calm, others it twisted in circles without warning. But still the compass insisted we continue. On the fifth day, the needle jerked sharply to the right, toward a stretch of water that shimmered like glass. And then, without warning, the compass needle turned completely upside down. That's when the fog appeared, not rolling in, rising up from the water itself, thick, silver, silent. We drifted straight into it. The moment our ship disappeared inside, I realized something. There were no waves, no wind, no sound of water. It felt like we were floating in a giant breath someone hadn't finished exhaling. And somewhere inside that fog, something rang. A bell, but not a ship's bell. A slow, deep, ancient toll. The compass needle began to tremble, and so did a few of the crew. The fog thinned just enough for us to see shapes, dark outlines drifting around us like ghosts half awake. At first we thought they were rocks, then waves, until one shape passed close enough to touch. It was a ship, a full-sized sailing vessel drifting silently beside us, untouched by wind or tide. Its sails hung limp, its ropes unmoving. No crew, no sound. And yet it moved with purpose, gliding through the fog like it remembered where it was going. We knew better than to call out. Even the boldest pirate knows to respect quiet things at sea. The compass needle pointed straight at the ghostly ship, so we followed it. As we sailed beside the vessel, I noticed carvings along its hull, patterns shaped like spirals, circles, and symbols no sailor would use. They looked almost mathematical, as if someone had tried to map the ocean with geometry instead of instinct. Then something slammed onto our deck, a rope, thrown from the empty ship. The crew froze, the rope jerked, 3 quick pulls like someone signaling. We didn't know whether to run or grab it, so naturally we argued. While we bickered, the compass needle snapped in half. The moment it broke, the fog shuddered. Everything around us groaned like a giant wooden door slowly opening, and the empty ship began drifting closer. Too close, close enough for us to step aboard if we dared, or if something pulled us, which is exactly what happened next. The rope moved on its own, tightening, wrapping around the railing, pulling our ships together until the hulls touched. The crew panicked, and in their panic, one pirate fell straight onto the deck of the silent ship. We shouted his name. No answer. So we climbed aboard. The moment my boots touched the deck, the fog vanished entirely, sucked down into the sea as if swallowed. And for the first time, we saw the truth. The ship was old, far older than any vessel still sailing. The wood was smooth like stone, the patterns carved deep, glowing faintly with a bluish tint. Something about it felt alive, though nothing moved. Then a sound echoed below deck, soft, like someone breathing. We followed it down the stairs. At the far end of the lower deck sat a figure, a man perhaps, wrapped in dark fabric, slumped against the wall. His hair was long, tangled, silvered like the fog. When he lifted his head, his eyes opened, bright and clear, like someone who hadn't slept in a century. He spoke only one sentence. "You followed the compass, so now you must return it." He extended his hand. In his palm lay a compass identical to ours, unbroken, perfect. And before we could speak, the ship began sinking, not into water, into light. A blue glow spread across the hull, dissolving wood and rope like mist. We ran back to our ship just in time as the vessel melted into the sea, taking the silver-eyed man with it. When it vanished completely, the water stilled, and the compass, his compass, floated beside our hull. When I picked it up, the needle pointed north again, calm, steady, as if nothing had ever happened. But I know the truth. That ship wasn't meant to be found, and the man on it wasn't meant to be alone. Sometimes at night, the compass needle twitches just once, like it's remembering. We locked the compass away after that day. No pirate touches it, no one dares, because the sea holds many secrets, and some of them are still looking for us.